Hello everyone and welcome back to the F1 Ultimate Career. I did it on the drop that time. Welcome back. It's time for the German Grand Prix as we barrel towards the halfway point of the season. Lewis Hamilton had a big pendulum swing towards himself in the championship fight. That was probably a really weird way of phrasing that, but yeah. He's taken a 14-point lead ahead of Fernando Alonso after he won the British Grand Prix and Fernando Alonso didn't score any points. So, the battle continues into Hockenheim here. It returns after a one-year break. And yeah, very keen for this one. Love this track. So let's get going. No roster changes, so we can dive straight into qualifying. Let's go. No, that was such a good lap. Oh, kind of ruined it going into the stadium section, but it is looking good for us at the moment. On our first lap, we got impeded by both Petrov and Hamilton. Are we going to get impeded here? Luckily not. All right, let's try and get a proper representative lap on the board where we're going to be. Still first. Even after the mistake, we're still going purple. So really good pace, really good baseline for the weekend that we can use to improve. Thank you very much, Andy. Alright, Hamilton slots into second, Massa into third. We can get back to the pits and kind of watch the times come down.
Great job, we're through to qualifying 2.
Perfect. P1, P3 for us. Couldn't go much better, unless Massa was second, of course, but we will take it. 75 thousandths ahead of the championship leader, Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, it's looking good so far. Got some real good pace, and we knew that wasn't the best lap ever. So yeah, definitely time to be found as well. So let's see who's been knocked out. It is Nico Rosberg at his home Grand Prix, at his team's home Grand Prix, and he is out of the running already. He joins the back markers, Grosjean leading the way for them. So a big disappointment for Rosberg and his team. As yeah, Mercedes are very inconsistent at the moment. Either they're right at the front or like languishing towards the back. So yeah, not quite sure what's going on down there, but he's going to be bitterly disappointed with that. But we shall carry on to Q2. Right, so we rejoin in Q2. We're P8 at the moment. We've done one run. I lost the recording for the first part of this Q2 session, but we should be okay. We've gone out on a new set of options, refueled the car, ready for 2 flying laps to solidify our place in Q2. Massa leads the way at the moment, my teammate. I'm about 7 tenths behind him. Yes, nearly 8. So yeah, plenty of work for me to do. So I need to get out of the way of this Williams car. Well, Perez isn't even on the grid, Andy. So anyway, we will prepare to go again, and we're going to try and get a little bit closer to my teammate Felipe. Right, this is it, last chance after this lap. Any improvement? A minor improvement of only 400ths there, so we're going to have to go again as we're down to 9th now. I'm really on the cusp. This has felt much better. It's going to be a marked improvement.
That should keep us at the top end of the field for a while.
There we go. Much more like it. It's still not beating Massa, but we're a lot closer to him, which is what matters. And look at that. At 1:17.001.
1 minute to go.
Not quite good enough to get into the 16s, but this should be good enough to get into Q3. And that is what matters. All right. I'll see you guys after the session.
Great job. We're through to the shootout.
Lovely jubbly. Wow. Sauber, really quick this weekend. My teammate, one of the favourites for pole, clearly. Wow, really turned our fortunes around from last race. So that's very good. Puts us in real good stead for Q3. Let's see who hasn't made it though. It's kind of the usual suspects, but Robert Kubica down there. Definitely the shock of qualifying so far. Robert Kubica in the Ferrari down in P15. He joins the likes of both Force Indias, both the Williams and both the Toro Rossos. So Chandok again getting the better at Kobayashi. So yeah, he continues his great form since his return. All right, time for Q3, the top 10. Here we go. Myself and Massa looking really, really fast so far. Alright, this is it. We've only got one set of fresh options now, so these 2 laps here are going to be our only quick laps in Q3, so we need to make them count. Let's go. Heads down. It's not been the best lap of all time, but we can use this as a banker. Where's it going to put us?
You've moved into 6th place with that
Last place. I'm not surprised about that. 4 tenths away from Heidfeld as Hamilton is on provisional pole with a 1:16.9. But let's see, can we get this second lap right? We really need it. Now is Massa on provisional pole again. Wow, the incredible Felipe Massa on provisional pole again. We need to get up close to him, surely. No way, Heidfeld. Please get out of the way. I'm so close to Massa's time at the moment. Oh God. Close the DRS. Let's get these couple of corners right. Let's at least get off the foot of the top 10. Squealing as we go around the last corner. Took way too much curb. And I think that's cost us. I think that has cost us. It's going to be P8 here at best. That is incredible. Felipe Massa is on pole position for the German Grand Prix. My teammate has done it. We've both got 1 pole position now this season. That is incredible. That's really put a smile on my face. I really should have been closer to him. If I had done the exact same lap I did in Q2, I'd be in P4, which is a real kick in the teeth. So yeah, we've got the pace. We just need to show it tomorrow. And yeah, well, massive congratulations to Felipe Massa. He really deserves it after a tumultuous time at Ferrari and a little bit of a shaky start to his life in Sauber. But yeah, really happy for him. So he leads Fernando Alonso, his previous teammate, away tomorrow from the first row. Then it's the 2 McLarens and the 2 Red Bulls. We line up alongside Kimi Raikkonen tomorrow, just ahead of Nick Heidfeld and Vitaly Petrov. Alright, well, the grid is set for tomorrow's race. I heard a rumour there's 63% chance of rain tomorrow. We all know what happened in Canada. It's going to be a barnstormer. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright guys, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world. Ready for this German Grand Prix today. 34 laps around the iconic Hockenheim Grand Prix. Obviously the new layout, so I'm not going through the forest today, but the new layout is just as good in my opinion. 63% chance of rain today, so could be a repeat of Canada. Hopefully we can make it to the end of the race though this time. Alright, 8th place today, but look at the grid. Massa is on pole, my teammate in the Sauber. I don't know what's gotten into him this weekend. He's clearly had his Weetabix, so I'm going to be doing anything in my power to help him win this race. I know I'm starting in 8th, a little bit further behind than him, but if I can get up there in the mix with the big boys, then I can try and help him out a little bit. But I believe in him. He's a very experienced driver at this point. This is what, his 12th season in the sport, so I do back him to go and win this, but he can't do it by himself. I need to get up there and help him today. So let's take a quick look at the strategy that we're starting the race on. Let's just change that to normal. Starting on options, then go to options again, and then primes on lap 21. I might actually go onto primes for my second, instead of options here, because I mean we'll keep tabs on when the rain comes in. Obviously my race engineer will keep me updated. Andy, of course, he loves to talk, doesn't he? So yeah, we all know when the rain is imminent, and yeah, we'll go from there basically. But we need to get this race underway. Come on, Massa, I believe in you. Let's go. What a sight. What a sight. Here we go. The German Grand Prix in 2012. Vettel starting from 6th. He's the highest German driver on the grid. Let's see what he can do. He's obviously still looking for his first win in over a season. But we're underway here. Massa seems to have gotten a good start ahead of Alonso. We're going to take the middle line through here. There's someone on my outside. It's Heifeld having a good start. Another fellow German. And Vettel's actually fallen down to 10th. Awful start for him. Can we go down the inside of Jensen Button here? My compatriot. Yes, we can. Into 6th place. What an incredible start here. Raikkonen going slowly. Let's try and get back into the slipstream. We're up into 5th place. What a start from us. But I've run out of curves here. We're going to have to defend from Kimi as he's probably got some of his left. He's actually going around the outside. We're going to go side by side into the hairpin here. A little bit of contact, but nothing doing there. He's actually run wide. He's actually run wide. Was that my fault? Let's have a look here. Heading into the hairpin for the first time. Little bit of contact. Side pod. And let's get a better angle of this. It just sets him off his path. And then actually Button gives him a little tap and sends him wide. So Raikkonen going to be very angry with both of us there. But that was more Button's fault than mine. Him actually going wide. So that's fine. We're... got off scot-free there. We're in 5th place. Oh dear, come on, calm down. Got a great start here, but let's not ruin it in the first lap. I'm actually going to go straight into Richrix here. Got these guys hounding me behind. I think Button kind of affected his line into there and lost a little bit of time, but Massa is still leading the way ahead of Alonso, Hamilton and Webber. We're running in 5th. We need to get back up to this top 4 and help my teammate out as quick as possible. Button down my inside here into the hairpin. No contact made, so we're going to keep the place. Vettel's made his way back up to 8, so he's slowly recovering, and we're not making any ground on this top 4. Clearly, they're running at a much better pace than I am at the moment. I've always said that I'd rather be chasing than leading a pack here, and I'm not doing any chasing right now. So, yeah, a little bit tough at this moment in time, but running in 5th place, we're keeping these guys behind us. So it's only 3 drivers that Massa has to deal with, maybe 3 of the best drivers on the grid at the moment. But oh well, I'm sure he can handle those 3 at the top. So yeah, we'll carry on to lap 3 here. Still no comms about the weather. Oh no, Alonso's taken the lead away from Massa. It only took 1 lap of DRS for Massa to lose the lead. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate for him. But I mean, at worst he's probably going to be in 4th unless we catch him up. We've actually got Nick Heifeld now, who's gotten past Jensen Button. I think he actually got past him before the DRS. This is why I don't talk. I start to make silly mistakes like that. And that is definitely stunted our progress here. So Heifeld's going to be all over us now. Oh God, come on, what was that? You don't say, Andy. I mean, somehow we've managed to keep 5th place here. Button's actually retaken the position off Heifeld, and hopefully they won't have DRS on us, but we need to concentrate now. Oh dear, this could go wayward very quickly if I'm not careful. Comes Button once again now after passing Heifeld. We're going to show him to the outside, and yeah, he doesn't have anything for us there. There's Maldonado actually ahead of Heifeld now, so great start from the Williams driver there, in really good form at the moment, Williams. So yeah, we're going to be starting to fight those guys soon if we're not careful. So yeah, we're going to definitely need to keep Maldonado behind, but I think Massa's now in 3rd. No, he's still 2nd. He's ahead of Webber, who's got past Hamilton up ahead, so that's okay, but we're losing time to those guys in front of us, so it's not going too well at the moment. I'm really looking forward to our pit stop at the moment. Button up my inside once again. We're going to be side by side after the hairpin. I've left a little bit of curves just to defend here, and yeah, we've managed to stay ahead of him for now, but it's looking quite ominous, to be honest, as Massa is now in 3rd place as Webber's passed him now. So Yeah, even though we were really strong in qualifying, it doesn't seem that we have a lot of pace in the race. And there we go. The rain is coming, so I'm definitely... Actually, I could just go to options, because that'll definitely get me to that 15-minute mark. So, yeah, we'll come in... I might come in, actually, a little bit early, because my tyres feel absolutely rubbish. So, I'm going to come in a little bit earlier, and then go on to options again, and that should see us to the rain. That's a massive corner car. Oh, my God. I'm driving really poorly at the moment, a little bit excited probably as we're running in third and fifth, but probably not for too much longer.
The gap to the car behind is less than
Yep, there goes Button. Can I maybe stick one up the inside? That sounds weird, but Button, he can't take the position. We got the measure of him into the corners as Massa is now in fourth place, continuing to fall down the grid, but I mean P4 is still really good for Massa, so can't fault him really. Anyway, still in P5, just keep going.
prime tyres confirmed for next pit stop.
Yeah, I've actually had to change primes because I don't actually have any fresh options left.
Faster than you, he's catching you.
You don't say. Yeah, Button is a lot faster than me at this point, but we're doing an absolutely stellar job to keep this field behind us. It's actually Heifeld's got past Button now, probably getting frustrated that he can't get past me, but yeah, we're doing a really good job defensively. I'm not driving the best, but I'm not letting these guys pass as I really want to protect Massa up ahead. So yeah, we're doing a good job in that regard. Let's keep that up. I think we're going to be coming into box though, maybe next lap, I'd say, probably. Comes Heidfeld. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep him behind. I mean, I've stayed on my line and he hasn't gone for the move. Here comes Button.
We might have light rain in about 15
Andy,
minutes.
please shut up. As Heidfeld is going down the inside, I think he's actually got me on the first time of trying. We've kept a little bit of curves, a little bit of contact, wheel-to-wheel contact with Nick here, and he's actually taken the, most acute line through there, and he's let me back past. So, I mean, we'll take that as Button's actually got back past him. So, these guys just bottling their chances to get past me. I mean, I am going very slowly. That's clear to see, but that's fine. We're still protecting Massa. That gap to Massa's staying the same, so he's clearly struggling too. So keep going. Actually, we won't keep going. We're actually going to come into the pits. So that might relinquish some of the guys behind me, but we've got some fuel to play around with to come back out. And I think it's best for us, take the initiative, get these tyres off, and hopefully we could have some good pace and some fresh air.
Remember to stay inside the white line or we'll get a penalty.
This is not good. We've rejoined the race behind 3 of these back markers here. Can I make one of these places up? Danny Close, I'm sorry.
Prime tyres, only one stop to go.
Sorry, Danny. I had to make that. I had to make that work. Sorry, but yeah, we're kind of in some traffic here. I think Grosjean's going to make a move on D'Ambrosio right now for 15th place. Very nice. Can we maybe have a look at D'Ambrosio? He's sleeping there after getting overtaken by Grosjean, and that is another place for us. So we need to get through these back markers as quick as possible.
There are quite a few cars in the pits right now. Watch out for cars exiting the pits.
Here we go. That's Button just rejoining the race. He's on options. He's going to go back onto the racing line, but he's not going to see me coming, and we're going to go back past him. Thank you very much. That was very, very important. So yeah, we've managed to stay ahead of Button here, but he is going to have DRS. I'm going to stay on my line. This seemed to work last time, but maybe he's gone a little bit smarter. And there he goes on those fresh options.
Okay, we lost that position. Put some pressure on him and try to get it back.
Andy, can you stop talking during overtakes, even though I'm getting overtaken? Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, Button on options now. It's going to be hard to get back past him here, but yeah, this position might be lost.
You're on the slower tyre, but you're maintaining the gap to the car ahead, so we're very happy. This is good.
Thank you, Andy. Please shut up, though. Here comes Karun Chandok on my inside. It's a nice move on
Looks like there
us.
might be a bit of rain in the next next couple of minutes.
Andy! Come on! Right. Yeah, Chandok on options. He's very, very fast at the moment. But us three here have kind of broken away from the guys behind us. I've been so quiet. Oh, see, this is why I don't talk. I make mistakes. I should just do post-commentary, for God's sake. Anyway, yeah. Some of the guys who went on to options for their next stint, so people like Chandok, Button, they're already coming in. So they're coming in before the rain is coming. It's really hampering their race at the moment. So let's see if Chandok comes in this lap. Okay, maybe not this lap, but with the light rain only 5 minutes away, I think Chandok's going to have to come in as Petrov up ahead. Is Renault doing a ridiculous strategy again? He's clearly started on primes and gone up until now. It's bear fruit for him. He's up in 9th place. Fair play. As Maldonado, I think, has just made a move on Karun Chandok. Are they out of DRS now? They are. Oh, a little bit of respite for me. Up in 6th though. So yeah, Sauber 5 and 6. If we could bring this home, what a performance it would be from us. Next up, Pastor Maldonado making a move on us. We're on the same tyres though, but I'm going to do my classic move that I've done throughout this race, to the old switcheroo, and yeah, he's got nothing for it. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're making this 6th place our own at the moment. We're keeping these guys behind. It's sad that I haven't been able to actually make any progression in this race, but sometimes you got to play this role in the team, and I'm protecting Massa from these guys behind us, even though Massa's now 12.5 seconds faster than, well, up the road I should say, as he's actually right on Button up there, as you can see, coming down the main straight at the moment. But yeah,
Run the numbers. Maldonado is likely to pit within 5 laps.
okay, well, I think all of us are going to be pitting within 5 laps when the rain comes, and it's here at the final corner. Won't be long until we see intermediates. There goes Pastor again. Can we try and dive it up the inside?
Come on, you can get him.
Oh, a little bit of a half-boiled move, half-baked move there, but it's kind of worked, and we're going to have the traction on him, and we're going to make the move back up into 6th. Yeah, I really need it to change to inters now, as that will probably help our pace a little bit. But yep, the defending continues. Oh, it is very sketchy in the stadium section now. It's not raining at all. Close to the hairpin. There's actually Chandok's round. There's a Red Bull round and a Ferrari round. Oh, it's happening here again in Hockenheim. Oh dear, all these drivers who are on worn options are probably struggling right now. Look at how much it's raining at this first corner here. Maldonado's got a huge run on me now. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be harmed by these conditions. Oh dear, no grip at all. Maldonado into the back of me. Oh dear, we could have a repeat of Canada here. I think we need to go on to the inters.
Be aware, we think the car behind is trying to save fuel.
But look at the hairpin. There's no. Oh, that's a mistake from me. I'm going to probably have to let Maldonado through here. Yeah, it's not raining at all here in this section, but when we get to the stadium, it's going to be chucking it down. Oh God, yellow flag is. I mean, it's gone back to green now, but I think I'm going to come in for some intermediates regardless, just to get myself through this last section. As we can see, oh dear, I think I saw someone else going off here. We need to be so careful through this section. I don't care how slow I go, but we just need to get to the pits. Just get me to the pits. Anyone else around us going to be affected by this? Maldonado going very slowly as well. The yellow flags are Massa's round, Maldonado's round, and going way too quick. He's reversing into me. I'm aquaplaning into the pit lane. Come on, let me in, let me in. Intermediates. I might be slow in that middle sector, but through that stadium section, I'll be flying. So we're going to take the gamble here with a first driver onto intermediates. Oh, this could be a risk, but it could also really pay off. As yeah, I think a couple more people have seen the conditions. And here we go. I think I'm going to be very quick compared to these guys ahead of us. There's more yellow flags up the road. I mean, we need to still bring these inters in, but yeah, Raikkonen going so slowly here.
Disable DRS.
And DRS has been disabled. Going to fly up the inside of Raikkonen, perhaps. Going to go side by side up the straight. Maybe get into the slipstream of Jean-Eric Verne here. Nothing doing, but I've got the braking potential on these guys. It's just about wet enough in this middle sector now, which it won't harm my tyres. So I think I'm gonna make up a lot of time here. Come on. Verne off my teammate. Stop driving towards me. What are you doing? That's a Maldonado round as well. Luckily, I haven't got a penalty from that, but Massa was driving straight towards me. What is he doing? All right.
Moved up into 8th place.
I mean, I'm not confident at all round here, but I know I've got the tyres to help me. But look, I'm running wide. It's wet conditions in the stadium. I don't know how these guys are handling it on options. As yeah, everyone's coming in, but are they coming in for wets? It's certainly not wet enough in that middle sector. Jesus Christ, crazy conditions here in Hockenheim.
We've got people in the pits changing over to full wet. Come in and change your tyres if you need to.
Wow, people going straight from options, slicks to wets. I mean,
Wet tyres for next box.
it's definitely intermediates here now. There's Petrov up into 5th place. He's had a great race so far, strategy-wise. But yeah, it's definitely intermediates here. But when we get to the last sector, the first corner, it is so wet, and we had to be so careful. So I might actually just come in for wets just to be extra safe. But we're still in 6th place here. It's actually turning out all right for us, but we need to be really careful now. Going so slowly into the pit lane. It is so wet down here, and we're going to be changing onto full wets.
Wet tyres for next box.
All right, come on, get me out nicely here. Okay, back down to 6th. I don't know if anyone close to us got straight onto wet. So no, we're actually going to rejoin back in 6th place, which is very nice. I mean, it's worked out quite well for us, hasn't it? My teammate has really struggled with these conditions, so his race is going from bad to worse. So yeah, let's just try and get through this phase of the race.
One of their drivers is coming in.
I don't think there's a Ferrari anywhere near us, Andy, so yeah, it doesn't really affect me, does it? Wait, Petrov's back into the pits. What are they all doing? They all just came in for wets. Are they going back out on inters? Button's just up ahead of us here. Let's see what tyres he's on. Surely they haven't thought about going back onto inters. It's way too wet for that. Button on inters. He is! What are you thinking? It is certainly not ready for inters. We're going to fly around the outside of Jensen here, as he has got no grip on those intermediate tyres. This is, I'm thinking back to Italy in 2010 when started chucking it down there, and everyone was struggling. But all these front runners have gone back onto intermediate, so I'm not quite sure what they're thinking or seeing in the telemetry. But this might be the worst rain I think I've ever seen on an F1 game. So yeah, I don't know what they're thinking about going onto inters. So I mean, we could see ourselves into the podium here. I think Hamilton's going to be on inters up here, so we could definitely be getting onto the podium here. What a turnaround in our fortunes in this race. Yeah, look, it's so wet in the stadium section, and Hamilton has got absolutely nothing for me. So we're going to fly down the inside here, and Hamilton is going to lose the car. He's losing his span. I've put him off massively there, and Hamilton has span around in the stadium section. He's got going again, just ahead of his teammate. But what are these guys thinking? We're up into 3rd place though. Incredible. Alonso 53 seconds up the road. Jesus Christ. No, it can't be. That's not Fernando Alonso, is it? It is! No, it isn't. Is it? Is that Kubica? I'm going insane here. We'll see in a moment. No, it is Kubica. Okay, Kubica down at 24th place. He's really struggled with these conditions, so I'm not quite sure what's happened to him. I mean, the gap down to up to Alonso, I should say, has come down by like 17 seconds, sorry. So I mean, we're definitely very fast on these wets, but I'm not sure if they're still on inters. I haven't checked the race director, so yeah, not quite sure what's going on up and down the grid, but we've got such a massive gap to Hamilton now. I think we're somehow going to get on the podium here.
It seems everyone's complaining about the track conditions. Keep your focus. We believe the car ahead is running standard revs.
And the car ahead of us, Mark Webber, is out of the race. We're down to 22 drivers and Webber has retired from the lead. So, I mean, Alonso's up into first now and we're up into second place. No idea what happened to Mark Webber, probably trying to get through some traffic and crashing. But that is huge drama here at the end of the German Grand Prix. Alonso looks like he's going to take the win by about 40 seconds back to me. I mean, Kubica's been lightning fast since he came out of the pits, so I didn't even get to lap him. He was that quick. So, yeah, Hamilton catching us up, but 3.5 laps to go. I'm going to take my foot completely off the gas pedal and bring this home and not do that, and probably stop talking as well. Here we go into the stadium section for the last time this season. This race, sorry. Fernando Alonso has won by an absolute mile, but here we come, second place, a masterclass in driving for us today. What a result! Get in, second place, unbelievable.
Second place, brilliant driving, brilliant.
Oh my God! Look at the results. I'll let you guys look for yourselves, but Fernando Alonso has won by nearly 50 seconds. A true champion's drive there. Well done to him. But us in second place from 8th had to do so much defending in that first half of the race for my teammate Massa, who definitely struggled in that race. But what an achievement. Second place. That kind of redeems, like in my own eyes, that kind of redeems what happened in Monaco. So yeah, I know it's not the win, but second place, incredible, absolutely incredible, and we can build on this for sure heading into the second half of the season. Lewis Hamilton, though, he's done well to finish third and not let Alonso claw that gap back too much. So fair play to him. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. Jenson Button, 4th place. Vitaly Petrov, great drive from him, up to 5th place. Mercedes, great recovery for them, and they're going to do their home crowd proud. 6th for Heifeld and Nico Rosberg for 7th. But feast your eyes on this. Sam Bird and Oliver Turvey. Round of applause. 8th and 9th for those two. Incredible day to be a Brit here in Germany. That feels pretty good. Felipe Massa in P10, so double points finish for Sauber. I know Massa had a really tough race, so he's going to be really disappointed, but at least he could take something away from this race, even if it is 1 point. Pastor Maldonado has missed out though. He's down in 11th. Kamui Kobayashi P12. Then we've got Sebastian Vettel down in P13. Really tough race for him today. Kimi Räikkönen again down in P14. Then it's Paul di Resta, Alguersuari, Chandok 17th, who we were battling with for a decent majority of that first stint before it started raining. Danny Close in P18, D'Ambrosio 19th. There's these guys that we saw at the end, Felipe, Kubica and Grosjean. And we had 2 retirements. Mark Webber from the lead of the race, well ahead of Alonso, and he DNF'd at the end. Jean-Eric Verne also DNFing his first trek through these sorts of conditions. So yeah, he didn't really have the ability for it. So that's a bit of a shame for him on his second outing in the Toro Rosso. But Mark Webber, huge drama, should have won today, but didn't. So yeah, they're going to be so disappointed. No points again for Red Bull. Terrible. But 18 points for us. I'm actually so gassed with that. I'm so happy. And look at that. All the Brits, apart from if only De Resta could have got points today, but it's still an amazing day to be a Brit, and I feel very patriotic right now. Anyway, incredible race yet again here in Germany. Let's take a look at the standings. Alright guys, here are the standings after today's insane race here in Germany. Lewis Hamilton still leads the way, but only by 5 points now between him and Fernando Alonso. As Kimi Raikkonen maintains P3, but himself only 1 point over Jenson Button. After our first podium of the season and best result of the season by far, we're up into P10. We're up into the top 10 ahead of Kubica and Maldonado. However, simply incredibly, Sam Bird and Oliver Turvey gaining 5 places and 7 places respectively up into the top 20 of the standings, which means now 21 drivers have scored points this season. And yeah, nearly every Toro Rosso driver outside of the top 20, which is absolutely shocking for them. A good bank of points today for McLaren after their 3rd place, 4th place and fastest lap takes their gap to 70 points ahead of Ferrari. And then it's Renault in 3rd, getting further away from Red Bull after they didn't score any points today, and then Mercedes getting closer to Red Bull now in 5th. We're now on 70 points, so a really good haul of points today to get ourselves away from Williams, but still 58 away from Mercedes. That's going to be a very tall order for us. But look at that, Marussia off the mark and into 9th. What a weekend from them. What a drive from Sam Bird. Wow, what an incredible weekend that was. Felipe Massa on pole. The defensive masterclass from me in the first stint. I know my driving wasn't the best today, but you know, I did also take advantage of the AI taking an extra pit stop, but you know, I had to take this opportunity. I could have span, I could have done anything like that, but that has really made amends, not just for Canada but Monaco as well. I know I could have won Monaco, but today that I felt so good after that result. I really needed that this season, and that's going to really put me in good stead for the second half of the season, and hopefully we can press on now. But what an incredible drive from my compatriots today, Sam Bird and Oliver Turvey, to get off the mark. Yeah, simply amazing, and I cannot be any more patriotic than that. But yes, we do head into the second half of the season next time around in Hungary. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the second half of the season. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's race. If you didn't, I don't know how. That's really good, so much better than Silverstone last time. Jesus. Well, yeah, I'll see you guys in Hungary. No words at the moment. I'm over the moon. Take care.